Gorgeous, 4 degrees. Wondering when that snow will ever melt in Newfoundland, and we've had quite a bit of it in the Maritimes, of course, too. My name is Kim MacDonald. I'm glad to have you along. We're going to see those winds really picking up through Newfoundland through Tuesday afternoon, and in fact, there is a blowing snow advisory for Burgeo and Ramia. We can see that low moving in. 40 to 60, that's in that red color. We don't have any pink on this map, so that's always a good thing. And that's when we're looking at those blizzard conditions, but not quite as bad. And 70-kilometer-per-hour winds, you can do that with your eyes closed in Newfoundland, right? That's no big deal. We do have a rain-snow mix through the overnight across mainland Nova Scotia, changing over to rain in the early morning hours because temperatures will be above that freezing mark. Nothing heavy with this, and about 5 centimeters expected for southwestern Newfoundland. We anticipate a bigger storm for you Wednesday into Thursday. We're keeping an eye on that one because the track of the storm is still a little bit up in the air. For Tuesday afternoon, this is what it looks like across the Maritime provinces and Newfoundland as well. Temperature still on the cool side. 3 degrees in St. John's is really not that far off the norm. 5 degrees in St. John's, 6 in Fredericton, and you are in for some much milder weather by Friday. So you have to wait a few days, but Good Friday will be good in more ways than one. In Quebec, we've had some snow with this same system. It's pushing into Newfoundland, the Maritimes as we speak, and then Newfoundland following that, but it's brought a little bit of snowfall to eastern and northern areas of the province. Okay, take a look at this. On Monday, for some it was hail, for others a rain-snow mix, and in that case, a little bit of thunder snow. Not heavy though, but it's a reminder that spring is here. We have a little system zipping by the southwest through the overnight. Not going to bring anything heavy though. It's long-lasting, but it was enough to remind us that, yeah, we're getting into the spring, and it's not ice pellets any longer, it's actual hail. We did have some convection, a little bit of instability in the upper atmosphere, and it was a windy day for everyone. Look at these wind gusts, 72 in Toronto and Hamilton, Windsor 74, 80 in Kitchener, Caledonia, temperature around 5 degrees. Normal daytime highs, Southern Ontario, GTA, 8. This time of year, so a little cooler than average, but temperatures are about to rise. Not just yet, not Tuesday. Okay, so this is a colorful map. Blue is the snow, pink is the rain-snow mix, green is the rain, and we're talking about very light precipitation. We could see some freezing rain around Sarnia, so keep that in mind. Could slick up the roads, but very briefly, look, it's gone by Tuesday afternoon. Pretty decent day overall, but temperatures will remain in the low single digits. That's about as warm as it gets. This was Tuesday morning, -3 in Hamilton, -1 in Toronto. We're expecting temperatures to get up to about that 2 or 3 degree mark. Thank you, Clyde, for that. I like the play-by-play. We've got one piece of snow left in the backyard. We're going to use it, right? Blowing snow advisory in place for Newfoundland. Expect those winds to pick up in the southwest through the afternoon on Tuesday. Around the world, coming up next. This is an extreme edition of Around the World in 60 seconds, so let's get started. 60 centimeters of ice is what we've come to associate with places like the Maritimes, but that's what fell over Colombia's capital, Bogota. The hail led to severe flooding, but no one was hurt. Violent flash floods took no prisoners in Brazil's Para province. Dirt roads are prime for sinkholes, and this one grew so big it sucked an entire bus in. The bus later emerges like it was a pile of debris as the water is ferocious. Fortunately, everyone had been evacuated before its fall. Staying in South America, the weather was violent in Peru and Chile. Heavy rain triggered mudslides blocking Peru's main east-west highway. A major system out of the Andes also triggered flash flooding in Chile's Atacama region, some of the driest land on Earth. And we turn the lights off on this segment with some beautiful Earth Hour shots from around the globe. Well, this seems like an apropos way to say goodbye to the month of March. A massive barbecue. Tony, who is coming over? Boy, that looks good. Anybody else hungry? Temperatures have not been particularly warm in Windsor, but we are going to see them rise. In fact, we're going to get some double digits, mid-teens by the time we get to Thursday, which is not bad. Monday's temperatures looked like this around southern Ontario. Not bad, between 5 and 8 degrees. little cooler in Mount Forest, 2 degrees there, and it was a windy day, so it made it feel a little bit cooler. If you're out for a walk or something like that, you would have noticed that despite the fact that the temperature on maybe your app looked fairly mild, it was feeling colder. Temperatures below the freezing mark on Tuesday morning, so yes, jacket weather, and it's not going to be quite as mild, although the winds will have eased, so it may feel a little bit better for you through the afternoon. 3 degrees in Toronto, 3 degrees in Hamilton, 4 in Brantford. Beverly, thank you so much. Gorgeous, gorgeous video as usual. In the southwest, we're looking at blowing snow. An advisory is in place. Those winds picking up through the afternoon. Okay, coming up after your locals, your full national forecast. Don't go away. Hi there, you're watching the Weather Network. I'm Kim MacDonald. I hope you had a good weekend. A lot of warm air across the west, a lot of cool air still in the east, and we can see that with our jet stream riding high in the west, dipping around the Great Lakes and pushing eastward, but you're going to get warmer. You're going to get warmer. I know. Of course, it feels like it's been spring on the BC coast for, I don't know, 2 months now. We do have a little more rain coming your way, 30 to 50 millimeters on the high side. That's for Tofino, West Vancouver Island in general. Another heavier spot here north of Powell River. Otherwise, Vancouver itself, less than 15 millimeters. So just light stuff. 17 degrees in Vancouver on Monday. Not bad. We do have the slight risk of a thunderstorm, though. This is non-severe thunderstorms. There's no watches or warnings, but we like to do these risk maps just in case you see some lightning here, a rumble of thunder, not just in southern BC, but in northern areas of Alberta as well. We've got a system moving through, and temperatures have been very warm and continue to be warm in the west. But watch this. This push of mild Pacific air is going to be making its way eastward into southern Manitoba, eventually into Ontario and in New Brunswick. After the winter you've had, double-digit temperatures expected but by Friday. So if you can hang in there, Fredericton, 11 degrees. But look at these temperatures. So Monday, Calgary, Saskatoon on Tuesday, Winnipeg Wednesday, Thursday. For Toronto, Friday would be hail. I was in Hamilton and saw a bit of a rain-snow mix. Lasted 20 seconds. Otherwise, it was one of those showery kind of days. Windy day, not as windy as it was on Sunday night, but still a breezy day, so it felt a little cool, didn't it? We've got another system approaching from the north. That's making its way over Superior, bringing some snow there. Southern Ontario gets a little taste of rain, snow mix, and snow depending on where you are, but you can see how quickly that clears out. So it's not going to last long. The early morning hours may slick up the roads a little bit. This is showing the snow in blue. The green is rain, and in between we've got that rain-snow mix, and Sarnia to Windsor, slight risk of some freezing rain. Keep that in mind. Ooh, about 4 degrees. Birchie Bay, Newfoundland. Southwestern areas of the province under a blowing snow advisory. We do have a system approaching. That's going to bring some messy weather and is bringing some messy weather to Atlantic Canada. Mostly a rain-snow mix for Nova Scotia. Howe Sound is a scenic region on the coast of British Columbia. It's a wonderful place to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. However, it's more than just a beautiful place to visit. First rate across the prairies and then across the eastern half of the country. So this was Monday. Calgary hit 18. 17 in Vancouver, 13 in Edmonton. So we have that orange color showing you that temperatures are above seasonal. The blues are an indication that temperatures are below seasonal, and white are bang on where you should be for this time of year. So everything in the west above, everything in the east either seasonal or slightly cooler. We do have showers in the forecast for you on the west coast, so a little unsettled. The slight risk of a thunderstorm as well in the extreme south, just south of Vancouver, although wouldn't rule it out entirely in Vancouver. There's potential with the instability, but overall, it's not a soaker of a day in this part of Alberta. That's how warm it has been, and we've got more rain in the forecast. Even Tuesday night, you have to go really far north or to the higher elevations to find any snow or rain-snow mix. So temperatures remain on the mild side again for